20 ways to make him miss you like crazy. You love your boyfriend, and you want to make him miss you when you're not around, but you don't know how to do that. Let me tell you a little secret. I also wondered how to make my boyfriend miss me, and then I learned a few tricks. Learning how to make a guy miss you isn't so hard, as long as you know what you're doing. You might be wondering if you should simply ignore him, but that's not the way to go. It's enough that you use these tricks I'm going to mention. Before we go to the video for more similar content, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any further videos. Don't ever let yourself become a doormat to men. If you're constantly available, he won't appreciate the time he has with you and won't make you a priority. It'll be impossible for him to miss you if you're always around, so he needs some time and space to feel your absence. Keep in mind that people only value things they need to work for, so don't make it so easy for him to be with you whenever he wants. If you do, he will start treating you as an option instead of as a priority. So, here's how to make him miss you like crazy. Number 1. Have a life of your own. It's crucial that you do not put all of your focus and energy onto him. Men love women who have their own life and are passionate about it as much as they are about their partner. Are you spending most of your time with your boyfriend? Do you spend all of your free time thinking about him and about new ways to impress him? You need to stop that right now. You'll impress him by having a life of your own, and that's the very best way to do it. At least half of your time should be spent focusing on your personal goals. Do you want to find a better job and succeed in your career? Maybe you want to lose some weight. Personal development is important, and setting your goals will also improve your confidence. So how to make your boyfriend miss you like crazy? Well, by nurturing your own passions and goals, you'll become very attractive and even irresistible to your boyfriend. That will make him miss you when you are not around. Number 2, leave something at his place. All of us think of a certain person once we see something of theirs around us. Whether it's their hairbrush, a book, or a sweater, once we see it near us, we think of the person it belongs to. When learning how to make your boyfriend miss you, you'll notice that this is the easiest way. Leave something that belongs to you behind when you're in his car at his house. Whether it's your hair clip, earrings, or lipstick, accidentally forget it somewhere where he'll find it. Just make sure it's something that will remind him of you in a positive way, not in a negative one. It's a subtle way of making him miss you that works every time, but keep in mind that it shouldn't be obvious you left it there on purpose. Number 3, trigger his hero instinct. Hero instinct is a new concept in relationship psychology, and it's gotten popular very quickly. Basically, it's about the fact that all men actually want to be their woman's hero. That drive is in their nature and it's deeply rooted in men's biology. Ever since humans have existed, men have had a desire to protect the woman they care for and provide for her. This will make him miss you like crazy because you'll provide him with the thing he craves the most, being a hero. Number 4, tell him to go out and have fun without you. Let me tell you about a very powerful psychological tactic that will help you realize how to make a guy miss you. I know how it sounds, but hear me out. Most women don't like to encourage their man to go out and have fun because they're scared he'll flirt with other women. In reality, you don't have to be scared that he'll forget about you though. Telling him to go out and enjoy his time without you is actually one of the most effective ways to make him desire you. If you want to learn how to make a man miss you, you need to learn how to let him go out with his friends and encourage him to have fun. You need to give him time to miss you, and what better way to do so than by letting him spend that time with his buddies. First, you have to be confident. Realize what a catch you are, that he's lucky to have you, and that he won't ever find someone like you. After you've done that, confidently tell your boyfriend that you don't want him sitting at home, and that he should go out and have a great time. It's a little ironic, but when you give a man freedom while he's dating you, he will love you even more, and he won't even want that freedom anymore. Number 5, don't be constantly available. Do you instantly respond to his messages, answer the phone right away, and call him back as soon as you've seen his call? Are you also always ready to be there for him when he needs you? It seems like you're always there, so he doesn't have a reason to miss you. You need to stop always being available for him if you want him to think about you and want to be with you. Of course, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't be there for him when he really needs you, but you need to keep in mind that he's a grown man who is capable of taking care of himself. That means that he doesn't need you to constantly be available to meet all of his needs. Without being rude, tell him no sometimes. When you're absent, he'll realize how he's gotten used to you and how madly in love he actually is, so he'll have a strong desire to be with you. You're searching for ways on how to ignore your boyfriend and make him miss you, but you don't have to ignore him. Just don't always be available. Number 6, be mysterious. Men love a little mystery. So make sure not to lay all of your cards on the table too soon. Don't tell him everything about yourself at once. When they have already found out everything there is about you, men often lose interest. You simply don't excite him anymore because he feels like he's conquered you already. Don't ever forget that men love the challenge and the chase. You can also surprise your man from time to time, so how about instead of a movie or a dinner date, you suggest that you go on some sort of adventure or hiking. The trick to how to make him miss you is to keep him wanting to learn more about you. If you say it all right away, there won't be anything left to learn. Make sure he's happy in your company and he'll miss it. Number 7, cook for him. Most of the time, men are traditional regarding relationships, so most of them prefer women who know how to cook. If you can't cook, that's fine, and you shouldn't force yourself into doing something you don't like. After all, a man who truly loves you won't care whether you know how to cook or not. He will just want to know you love him as much as he loves you. However, many women show their love by cooking for their man. You should know that it really isn't hard to learn. If cooking just isn't your thing, that's fine, but remember that they say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. If he gets used to eating the meals you cook, all you'll have to do is send him a picture of you preparing his favorite meal, and he'll miss you instantly. You don't even have to send a picture. You can just tell him that you were cooking his favorite meal, and he'll want to be there. Number 8, create nice memories when you're together. When people are away from each other, it's important that they have great memories from the times they were together. Good memories are exactly what can help build long-lasting relationships, and therefore, when you spend time together, spend it without arguing or fighting. Create happy and good times that your boyfriend can later long for. Number 9, look your best. We all know that men are actually visual creatures, so it's important that they like what they see. You can always do something about your looks to make yourself look even more beautiful. Don't be afraid to experiment or have a makeover. Treat yourself to a new haircut, try some new makeup, and buy yourself new clothes that make you look more attractive. Of course, he already likes you the way you are, but you can always make him like you even more by looking the best you can and dressing up for him. Number 10, don't ever text bomb him. When you don't wait for his response but instead send him text after text, it's called text bombing. Maybe sending new messages in paragraphs is your texting style, and that's fine, but the secret to how to make a man miss you is in making contact in limited amounts. Once again, it's important that you're confident. If you're self-confident, you won't have the need to text him all the time. When you miss him and wish to connect with him, schedule a certain time when you'll be able to talk uninterrupted. You need to understand that he's sometimes busy and has other things to do and other people to see. After all, don't you too? If you just keep yourself busy, you won't even notice that you haven't made contact because time will fly by quickly. Number 11, be who you are. You don't need to pretend you're something you're not to be cared about by others. Be yourself and don't stop being your true self when you and your boyfriend are together. After all, it's the best thing ever when you find the one you can be yourself with. Pretending to be someone you're not is very bad for a relationship, and it doesn't even have a point if you're not yourself when you're with him. Let him see your distinctive traits and qualities, and he'll miss you when you're not there. Number 12, don't stress yourself out over small or trivial things. A lot of women tend to do that just to be able to complain about something. Maybe you get upset when your man calls half an hour late, or it also upsets you when he would rather go to a party with his buddies than stay home with you. You shouldn't be too demanding if you want to make him miss you, but it could also be a matter of incompatibility. Are you always annoyed with him? Is he always breaking the rules you have? Maybe he's upsetting you or disrespecting you? Ask yourself, do these things really matter? Can you drop them? You should ask yourself that, especially if everything's solid in all other aspects of your relationship. If you can't, maybe incompatibility is the main problem. Don't try to change him and walk away instead. No one likes being with someone who's constantly trying to change them. Number 13, use a specific fragrance. Certain fragrances and smells tend to remind us of those we notice them on. If you have a specific perfume or scent that you like using, use it to make him desire you, think of you, and miss you. Pick a nice perfume that you'll wear whenever you're with him. When he notices it anywhere later, he'll instantly think of you. Number 14, you should enjoy the time when you're not together. No matter how much people love each other, everyone in this world needs some time apart. Don't look at that as a painful or bad thing. Enjoy your time apart instead. There are a lot of things you need to do, people to see, and places to be when you're apart, so think about that. Peace and quiet is nice sometimes. You get the time and space to do the things you want, whether it's seeing who you want or cooking what you want, and it's liberating. Never forget that you have a life outside of the relationship. You'll get a healthy perspective by being away from each other. It will ensure that you don't waste emotional energy thinking about him and wondering what he's doing. There's no need to worry about that. In addition, it will make you more attractive, and that's one way to make him miss you. Number 15, take it slow. You shouldn't single-handedly take control of your relationship with him. The best relationships are smooth and neither partner pushes or pulls the other. Don't have expectations of him and don't rush things. Go ahead slowly in the relationship and take your time. When everything flows naturally and you're not rushing anywhere, you get him longing for more. Number 16, don't use social media too much. Everyone's on social media these days. You need to stop your social media activities for just a little while, as that way you'll be mysterious and he'll miss you. Stop updating your status, sharing things on Facebook, and uploading your pictures on Instagram. In addition, don't comment on his posts and stop liking them. If you do it anyway, he'll think that you're needy for attention. Number 17, give him a lot of compliments. Women love compliments, but so do men, maybe even more so. And this is because compliments appeal to men's sensitive egos. Every man dreams about being with a girl who greatly admires him, so show him that you admire him by complimenting him a lot. However, it's important that you're genuine. If he looks good in jeans, let him know. Let him know if he knows how to make you laugh like no one ever has. If he can cook something, be amazed by it, and even post a picture of it on your own social media accounts. He can't get that much attention or praise anywhere else than with you, and that's how to make him miss you. Number 18, be independent. In a relationship, interdependence is perfectly normal. When you have your independence, you don't need him to always be by your side. Naturally, when you're not always there with him, he'll miss you. It's important that couples have their own space, and this goes for every relationship. This kind of attitude is what can make a relationship stronger, and it will also keep the two of you connected when you're apart. Number 19, be transparent and ask for the same from him. When women don't establish standards and rules, they often end up feeling insecure. You need open transparency in your relationship from the start, and what that means is that both of you should inform each other about what you are doing, with whom, and where. The most important thing in a relationship is communication and trust. When one of the people in a relationship withholds information, it creates doubt, which can ruin everything. You should always tell each other about where you are, what you're doing, and who you are with. It's the information that could save your relationship. In addition, knowing about each other's whereabouts will make you miss each other even more. Also, you'll be sure that you can trust each other, which is even more important for a relationship to last. Number 20, spend time with your friends and have fun. No matter how much you love him, you shouldn't always cling to your boyfriend. Don't forget that spending time with your family and friends is also important. Go out with your friends and have fun without him. Show him that you have a life of your own, because that'll make him realize you're an independent woman. And real men fall for that. Good luck.